Namaskar, everyone.
Namaskar, ma'am.
Namaskar, ma'am.
It was something urgent to attend to. That's why. So we can start with our class now, SVM Dehradun. And rest of you, please switch on your videos. Okay, so quickly let's.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Beta Siddhi,
Ma'am, I need your one help.
tell me.
Actually, day after tomorrow, I am
Mhm.
having a immune, which is on, which is we can say in the different school. In the another school, I have to go and to
Mhm.
participate in the immune. So,
Mhm.
actually, I have written my speech. We will have been said to write 2 to 3 speeches. So, can
Mhm.
I send you after this class, a little late also?
You can send.
So, please send me till tomorrow.
You can send it to me. I'll check. You have written some matter, right?
Yes, ma'am, I have written it.
ठीक है. So let us start with the mantra chanting, everyone. Sit straight. SVM Dehradun, I can't see you.
Setting camera, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Close your eyes, everyone. Take a deep breath in and release. Once again, take a deep breath in and release. One more time, take a deep breath in and release. Now we will chant mantra. Om Dev Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shantirape Shantiroshadayah Shanti Vanaspatayah Shanti Vishve Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi Om Shanti 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 Om. Now you can rub your palms and place it on your eyes. And as and when you feel comfortable, you can open your eyes. Namaskar, everyone. Namaskar, Vidya.
Namaskar.
SVM Dehradun still not visible.
And there are few students in class, ma'am, because they have gone somewhere.
Why is that so?
And they have gone somewhere, ma'am.
They have.
They are coming, ma'am.
Okay. We will quickly start with what we did the last time. I think we have completed this much in terms of prepositions. Acquainted with and person, I think we have done this. Okay, so SVM Dehradun, let us start it on a revision note. Tell me what was the CCC rule of the article?
Say ma'am.
Yes, SVM Dehradun. What was the,
Country, continent, and city.
what will it do? Country, continent, and city?
It will not use the.
It will not use?
The
Very nice. Who spoke this answer?
Krishna.
Very nice, Krishna.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ROS. Mishika. What article do we use with mountain peaks?
Ma'am, the.
Very good. Mountain peaks.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Ma'am, like if we are like talking about a specific one like Mount Everest, then we use the. But if we are talking about a range like the
SVM
Sindhya
Dehradun, is
range,
she
we
correct?
can take the example of that as well.
SVM Dehradun, is she correct?
Can she repeat?
She's saying that it will take the
Ma'am, in mountains.
mountain peak.
Ma'am, she is not correct, ma'am.
So what is the correct answer?
The will not use in that.
Sorry, bache?
We will not use the.
Very good, SVM. Mishika, we would not use the with mountain peaks. We use the with the range of mountains. We use the Himalayas, the Andes,
Ma'am, if we will say that
the Karakoram
Himalaya is a
range,
great
but we do
mountain.
not use. Wait, Siddhi, wait, let me complete. The range is the Himalayas, the Andes, the Karakoram range. But if we are talking about the Mount Everest, it is incorrect. We do not use with any of the peaks. Got it?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Siddhi.
If we say Himalaya is a great mountain, and then we say Himalayas are very tall. The Himalayas
The
are very tall.
Himalayas. Yeah,
The
the
Himalayas
Himalayas.
are very tall, and Himalaya is a great mountain. Then what is the difference between these?
See, I think you're talking incorrectly because Himalaya is a Himalayan range is there. If you talk about one, peak as Himalaya, then of course it will not take the with it. Okay,
Okay,
but
ma'am.
the Himalayas means the complete range.
And ma'am, what about that? Um, I was saying that the Sindhya ranges, if we say.
You yourself is answering the Sindhya ranges. Range takes the.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Vansh, what articles do we use for water bodies?
Ma'am,
First of all, tell me the water bodies. First of all, tell me the water bodies.
ma'am, like Ganga, Jamuna, etc.
Ganga. What's Ganga?
Yes, ma'am.
What is Ganga? Which water body is Ganga? Vansh. Okay.
Ma'am, river.
River. Okay, river is a water body. Another water body.
Ma'am, oceans,
Another.
seas,
And
and ponds,
and
and rivers.
and that's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what articles do we use for water bodies?
I think the
You think or it is? Be sure.
it is the.
Okay, do we use the with lake also? As you said, pond. Sorry, pond.
No, ma'am.
Then, with which water bodies do we use the?
Ma'am, like oceans, seas, and rivers. Ma'am, like the Ganga, the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, can I have a video just to make sure that you are not cheating? Okay. Take one second. What's the rule for subject and language? Panav. Panav. What article do we use with subject and languages?
Uh, uh, Ma'am, if it,
Sorry?
ma'am, if it is a singular, the verb will also be singular, and ma'am, if the subject is plural, then the verb will also be plural.
Okay. SVM Dehradun, is Panav correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I think then ROS and SVM both are incorrect. The rule for subject and language is that
Not use the.
neither of them will take any article. We do not use the maths, the geography, neither we use the Hindi, the English. So neither of them will take article the. Okay, subject and language will not take article the. Panav.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Ridyanshi.
Ma'am, like if we say that the geography portion in the social science book is the toughest. So, ma'am, like here we are using the geography portion.
Okay, first of all, this is what we say in spoken. Most of the times, in spoken, Indians and many of us make mistake while speaking. Indians have a very bad habit of using the in front of almost every word. Okay, that's why grammar is there to regulate the usages of the. However, if you talk about geography as a subject, and I will say the portion in this book or the portion in this chapter, then you can use the portion, okay, or the portion of geography which the teacher asked us. I am not clear with that. The portion of geography chapter, okay, or this geography chapter.
Okay,
Understood,
ma'am.
Yanshi? Okay. Moving next. SVM Dehradun, what is the rule of nationality?
Ma'am, wait a minute, ma'am.
Are you checking it?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
That's the truth, I guess. You were checking.
I'm checking, ma'am.
What's the rule?
Ma'am, for what ma'am, nationality?
Yep.
We will not use the, ma'am.
We will not use the with nationality. We use it. Can Rhythm give me an example of nationality?
Like the Indians or the French.
Yes, the Indian or the French, the English. I gave you a very peculiar example which says that the English speak English. So the English is the nationality. The English speak English. The latter English is the language. Okay. So nationalities take the. Yash, you will tell me what's the rule for diseases?
May I, ma'am?
Wait, beta, let Yash speak it. Yes. It can take the. SVM Dehradun, is he correct?
Ma'am, it will not contain the, ma'am.
Yes. So diseases will not take the. We do not use the mumps, the measles. Okay. The cold, the cough. It will be incorrect. So diseases will not take the. Okay, let's move to Siddhi. What's the rule for UK and India?
Ma'am, actually, UK will be using the as there was a rule in the that the countries that will be having united in its like in its front like United Kingdom, then they will be containing the. But India will not be containing the as we don't use like the with these
Beautiful presentation
CCC
of
according to the
telling the
CCC rule of
rule.
we don't
Very
use the
nice.
with.
Very clear, very clear presentation of this rule. Excellent. Ganika, what's the rule for class nouns?
Yes, ma'am.
May I, ma'am?
Ma'am, ma'am, like class now, like we can use the,
Why do we use the with them, Ganika?
ma'am, like a and the.
A and the. Okay, SVM Dehradun, is she correct?
No, ma'am.
Why?
They will use the, ma'am.
She's also saying it uses the.
Can she repeat?
She said we can use the. She said A and the later. So just give me the clarity. What will it use?
May
Let SVM answer first. SVM.
I? The kind of people uses, ma'am, the, ma'am.
So it will use only the Ganika and not a. Okay, because we have a class, we have common set of people with us.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
No,
Ma'am, like I was a little bit confused, like I didn't revise it.
Hmm.
ma'am.
Yes, Bache.
We will not use for proper noun, no?
We will not use it with proper nouns. Correct. Okay. I think now who will tell me? Ridyanshi will tell me the rule with ordinals.
Ma'am, we use the with the ordinal numbers.
Can you give me example of ordinal number and the sentence?
Yes,
Ridyanshi,
yes, ma'am. The second position was secured by that girl.
what is the ordinal here?
Second.
Very good. So the ordinal number takes the in front of it. SVM Dehradun. What's the rule with instruments or inventions?
We will not, ma'am, we will use.
We will use or not use. See, you all are checking now.
We will use, ma'am.
We will use, right? But there is a clause here that if the instrument or the invention is kept just like that. For example, mobile. Right now, I'm not using it. Okay. So I'll say that the mobile is invented by, okay, somebody. But if I'm using it, I'm talking on mobile. So while you are using it in the regular day to day, on regular day to day basis, then I will not use any article. But if it is just used as an object or kept as an object, it will take article the. Got it? Same with instruments. Yes. Yes, yes. The Congo, the harmonium, the flute, whosoever invention is it. But if you are playing flute, I'm playing flute. You will not say I'm playing the flute. Okay. Okay. Now again, Mishika. How do we use in preposition in place and time context? You have to give a clear presentation. See, it's not just about telling me one word. IEG is all about presentations most of the times. So speak clearly about the place and time for in preposition.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, we use in as a preposition in place when, like, uh, for example, if I'm saying my cousin lives in California. So, ma'am, here we are giving a clarification that my cousin lives in California. And, ma'am, in time, like, just 1 second, ma'am.
Don't check in your notebooks.
No, ma'am, I'm not
Okay.
checking in my notebook. I'm just thinking of an example.
We will have competitor of yours from SVM Dehradun. So SVM Dehradun, just be ready. How are you going to present clearly for the same task? And every time the representative should be different, not Krishna. Mishika, what about time aspect? Quickly.
In time, for example, we are saying the photo taken in the 90s are usually black and white. So, ma'am, we are saying that here we are giving a specific thing that in 90s, that the photos in 90s were black and white. So we are just specifying something here that using in.
So you are trying to clarify a preposition with the help of some examples. So this is your way. Let us look at SVM ways of explaining the preposition. Who is coming to represent? Please let me know about the preposition in. Make it faster, bache. Who is coming from SVM Dehradun?
Manish.
Okay, please come. And please focus camera on him so that I can see that he's not cheating.
He's saying I don't know.
In the entire class, only Krishna will represent every time, or is there any other person who clearly knows?
Rishabh is absent today, ma'am. He knows, ma'am.
Sorry, bache?
Rishabh is absent, ma'am. He knows the answer.
Rishabh, okay. So Krishna, you can do the favor as of now then.
I don't know.
You also don't know.
I know that now. I can't explain.
Why not? You are confident enough to speak, at least try. Come forward. Try. Get up and speak. And please turn the camera towards you. After this, you have to present also. Please turn camera towards him. Whosoever will be presenting, camera will be turned towards that person. This time, I think it's only Krishna every time.
Sometimes, ma'am, I will speak, ma'am, after some time.
Krishna, see, you cannot, escape this. It's fine. Just speak. Try and speaking. It's too close. Please. Yeah. Bring him in picture. Yeah. Krishna, try and understand. We have done that circle diagram. Remember. Whosoever is dealing with the camera, please make it stable. Yes, Krishna.
I don't know, ma'am.
SVM Dehradun. You cannot skip this part of your responsibility being an IEG student. Please don't do that. Okay, I'll move to another person. Can you do that, Yash? Why not? You should have confidence enough to talk about the rules.
Ma'am,
Okay, I'll give chance to Rhythm this time. Rhythm, how do we use in preposition in place and time context? Click on your video.
We can use in preposition in place and time like
Rhythm,
in time.
yeah. Could you repeat?
We can use in preposition in place and time like contrast to like in time like in the summer season. We can use in the month in the daytime like evening, afternoon, morning, etc. And in place time in place like the place.
Mm-hmm.
We can use place like you are. Ma'am, I do not know. I do not know the place one.
Okay. Vidyanshi?
Yes, ma'am. Like if we use the preposition in with place, so it will be like you were running in the corridor. So it's a place that in the corridor. Where in the corridor? And like my friend has arrived in Delhi. So like it's also a place that in Delhi. Where in Delhi? And if we talk about time, so like it's a phrase, a prepositional phrase like in time, like which means before finishing the deadline, you time. So like for example, in 2 hours, I need this work to be done by you. So here we are conveying that in 2 hours time. So here we are referring to the time 2 hours.
Okay. Precisely correct, but okay, Siddhi also wants to present for this.
Yes, ma'am. Like in place or time constraint, Ridyanshi has said of place, so should I tell of time or of both?
I told both.
Guys, please understand when we are talking about in preposition, it is generally used for any place which is surrounded by a boundary. So if you are, you know, you are sitting inside four closed walls or inside four boundaries, then it will be in. It also applies to any country, any city, any state, or a larger area. Okay, so we are in India, we are in Delhi, we are in a particular place, we are in a mall. Okay, so that's a bigger place. But if we are at a particular location, it will be used as I am at Shoppers Stop in certain mall. Okay, in context of time, in is used with morning, evening, afternoon. It is also used with years, like Mishika said as an example. So, years like in 1970. It is also used with seasons, like in summer, in autumn. It is also used with in daytime or in nighttime. And we have prepositional phrase like in time, which means before time. Okay, so as a student, you should know how to present these rules also. Okay, this forms a part of your presentation. Now, next is the preposition through. How do we use through preposition in place and time context with example? Please raise your hands who can give me a clear presentation for these concepts. How do we use through preposition in place and time concept? Nobody is raising hands? Okay, I think here we have required clarity here. So please look at the screens, everyone. I'm going to draw something here. Say, for example, this Ridyanshi. Okay, try.
Ma'am, like when we use the through preposition with in place terms, so like it is like I went through the jungle means I crossed the jungles and I was going through the jungle means I saw the jungle and I went in the jungle and then I moved through the jungle. And then if we use with time, like if you say he slept. Uh, he had a great sleep through the night means whole night he was in a great sleep. So
Okay, you're trying your level best, but as a teacher, Ridyanshi, you need to be more precise. So let me tell you the place usage of jungle. You were nearby, you were beating around the bush, Ridyanshi. But let me tell you here. So all the students, please, including SVM. So we have something here. Let's say this object is here. Okay, this object has come from this place. Now you have to, as just Ridyanshi mentioned, if this is a jungle, okay? So you have to cross this jungle, crossing a place, okay? It is called as through, okay? There is a medium involved. The major thing is medium in order to pass a place and reach a different destination. So you have to cross the jungle, or we can say you have to go through the jungle in order to reach the city. You are in the village, okay? Here you are in the village, okay? And there is a medium to reach to the city, and that medium is only the jungle. So you have to pass through the jungle. Pass through the jungle. Similarly, it's also valid for two people. Like person A is there and person B is there. Okay. Now A and B cannot meet for certain restrictions. But then there is a person C who can take news from A to B or from B to A. So C is the medium here. So A has, he has to communicate to B through C. Okay. He has to communicate to B through C. In real life context, if we talk about certain roads, so we have to go through the flyover. Without that medium, you cannot reach that particular place. So that's how through preposition can be used. And in context of time, we can say that he has been going through a very tough time. Okay. This is the only example. I have been through. I have been through a tough time. Okay. Or I have been through a lot, which means bad things have happened in between. So you are in good position here. Probably you are, sorry, not in good, but you are in bad position here. But in order to reach a good position, you have to do a lot of efforts. These efforts can be very tiring or exhausting. For example, if you have your exams, right? You want to get good marks. Teacher tell you that you are really not putting enough time in your studies. So I think you will fail. So you are in a bad position. But again, you have to put efforts. Okay, these efforts are very tiring. So I have been through a lot of lessons. I have been through lot of difficulties, and I have got good scores. Okay, this is how we can explain the word through. I have been through. Okay, have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
ROS and SVM?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay. In SVM Dehradun, apart from Krishna, has anybody else understood this or not? Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right. We'll move to the next question. I think SVM can answer this. I think I have explained this pretty well. Difference between and among with example. Madhav. Is that Madhav? Got the haircut done? Not recognizable? Could you please come and present between and among? Please face the camera. I'll put another competitor from ROS. So anybody between Vansh and Panav can present. You also want to? Okay. I'll choose amongst three of you.
Ma'am,
I'll choose Beta Siddhi.
May I start?
No. I'm saying first let SVM speak, and then I will give chance to either Panav or this guy Vansh. And now Yash is also contending, so I'll give chance to any one of you. Okay, SVM Dehradun, please make it faster. SVM Dehradun.
Yes, ma'am.
That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I mean, among them, we say, we can give, I can give him example also.
Why not? It is written. You have to give example.
I'm like example, he is the best singer among all the students. Ma'am, in among ma'am, we only one student in whole class. Among and between ma'am of two or one people.
Ma'am,
Okay,
he's seeing
you're very
from his
near.
notebook.
Ma'am, can I, ma'am?
Example, he better between the two.
Okay, quite near. Good presentation. I mean, it could have been better, but fine. Let's
Excuse me,
choose.
ma'am. He was totally watching from his notebook. He was
I
just
could see that.
seeing
It's
down
fine.
and
It's fine, Siddhi. It's fine. So I think now Panav can explain.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, between is used to refer to ma'am, two things that are separated from each other, and uh, among is used to uh, ma'am, it is used to talk about uh, ma'am, more than two things that are not clearly separated. Ma'am, from example, among example is he is the best among all of them, and between is he scored the he scored the best marks between the both of them.
Where is the separation coming? I can't understand that. Let me have clarity from Vansh also. Vansh,
Ma'am, may I?
Between is used in two things or persons like we can say he he wins the tournament. He is the best player between them. So it means that we are separating them two. And among is used like we are saying if there are many people and we are telling about one person. For example, he is the best player among the whole team.
I cannot gather your words properly. Yash, can you speak?
Ma'am, may I?
Wait, Shridhanshu.
Between is used to express uh, among two things or anything.
Between is used to express among two things.
Among between is used to express any two things. Among is used to express uh, one in many things.
Uh,
Example, uh, there is a competition between me and my friend, and among is used. There is a competition between our class. This
Exam.
can be
Between our class.
among our class.
Among our class. Okay. Ganika, shed more light.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, between is used when you are comparing between two persons or things. Like the ball was stuck between the cartons. So there are two cartons and in between them, the ball is stuck. And for amongst, you are comparing or telling a thing, in more than two things. Like the ball was stuck amongst the cartons. So like there are many cartons, like 4 to 5 cartons, and in between them, there is a ball stuck there.
I think you all are giving examples 90% correct, but the explanation is still misleading. When we talk about
ma'am, may I
between,
tell?
it is like in the middle of two. In the middle of two. Okay. That means I told the other day, if we have two mobiles, so there is a remote, okay, between the mobiles. So in the middle of two mobiles. Sorry. When we talk about competition, there is a competition uh, between the two mobiles. Okay, so now there is nothing placed in between, but yes, they are competing. The two mobiles are competing, okay, for their qualities. Now, if we talk about among, it means in the middle, as a place in the middle of many people. He is standing among the best students of the class. So there are best students, and he is in the middle. Okay, one of them could be him. So he is among the best students of the class. So if you get rewarded in your school, I will say, for example, if my child is rewarded in the school, I'll say he is among the best students of the class. So he is also best students, others are also best student, and he is among them. Okay. Now, if we talk about the competition, so if there are 4 schools, so there is competition among them. Okay, they are competing with each other. So there are two different meanings. One is related to place, one is related to their competition. There is no separation as the word you suggested. Separation is not correct word. The correct word for the place is in the middle of, and for the face off, for the competition, it is just a competition. So when two are facing each other, it is between. If many are facing each other, it is among. Got it? Got everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Right. Okay, difference between since and till. Who will tell me this difference? Since and till. Okay, Ridyanshi.
Ma'am, since preposition we use when we tell that we are doing this action or we have continued this action for how much time. Like I have been crying since morning. So like the action of crying has been continued from morning and it is going till now. And we use till like the action started, continued, and it finished. Like uh, I started I started crying in the morning and I cried till 4 o'clock in the evening. Means the action continued and ended at a particular point.
Okay, good. You've tried your level best. Now again, how are we going to present it? Since and till both are time prepositions. On one hand, since talks about the duration of time. It talks about when I started my work. Okay, and till talks about when I finish my work. That's the major difference. Okay, since talks about starting point of the work, and till talks about finishing point of the work. Okay, so for example, if I write it here, as Ridyanshi quoted, I have been working since morning. So this is my starting point. I don't know when I'm going to end. Right? So this is a start point. Start point is the morning. Okay. And I will say I work till 7 p.m. or 9. So this is my finish point. Till can also be used for place. I will go till bus station or bus stop with you. This is the last spot I will go with you. Got the things? SVM Dehradun,
Yes, ma'am.
are we getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ROS,
Yes, ma'am.
all right. Let's move. Okay, Mishika, explain the use of from, to in place and time context.
I'm just doing.
Is Mishika in class?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you have to explain from and
From and to. It is together. From to.
just yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in place we use from and to. For example, if I'm traveling, so ma'am, I will be using I traveled from US to Mexico. So ma'am, here I'm telling that I traveled from one place to another one. So in place we use it like that. And ma'am, in time, like suppose if I mention like I I started my homework from 6 o'clock and no, ma'am, just 1 second. Ma'am, I'm not able to like think of
I think you are
time.
very good at explanation.
Ma'am, may I
In the
still,
previous one,
time?
we talked about since talks about the starting point and till talks about the finishing point. In from and to, we have both starting and finishing point of place as well as time. So I work from 9 to 7. Okay. And I go from Delhi to Goa. Okay. So that's the starting and the finishing point. or he will work from 9 to 10. Okay? Got it, Mishika?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. From SVM Dehradun, Krishna, explain the use of across and along with example. Do we have Atharv also in the class? Atharv, why are you not coming forward to explain the things? You are competent enough. Across and along, at least try. See, now your level is coming that you all have to give me small presentations. If you don't try, how are you going to gain
Not
confidence?
the opposite side of
Correct. Who's speaking this?
Krishna.
Ishan, who has just hit you? Is it Abhinav?
Yes, yes.
And who has hit him? Who has just hit him? I just saw somebody hitting him.
Just calling him, he's saying.
Kindly maintain the decorum of class. We are not supposed to beat each other anyways.
Okay, ma'am, sorry, ma'am.
Who is going to explain across and along?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, Siddhi.
So, across and along are like are used for when we move from one place to another. Along is used when we move from one place to another by the side of the something. I am walking. Let me give you one example. I am walking along the road. I am walking along the footpath given on the road.
Very good,
So
Siddhi.
along is used when we move from one place to another by the side of something, and across
Side
is
by side.
used when
Correct.
we cross the road. I across the road there was a shop. Like on the when we across uh,
No, we don't across the road. There is a shop across the road. This is how you have to speak.
yes, ma'am.
Ganika, very good, Siddhi. Ganika, please explain the use of at preposition in time and place context. Ganika, is she there? Okay, let's confirm it from Rhythm. Rhythm,
Ma'am, may I?
yes, Rhythm, please go ahead. This is going to be the last one.
Ma'am, I'm Hridyanshi.
Sorry. Rhythm is there. Why is Rhythm not explaining? Unmute yourself, Rhythm.
Rhythm, you are muted.
She's unable to unmute. Okay,
Ma'am,
Ridyanshi, make it
maybe
quicker.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, at preposition when we use in time is like she went to her class at 4 p.m. So like at 4 p.m. indicates like at what time at 4 p.m. And in place, like we are waiting for you at the railway station. So where we are waiting for you at the railway station.
Right. So at is a station and time is specific time. And we also use at with night. Okay. Tomorrow also we are going to have some vocabulary words and sooner there will be a Kahoot. So I'm planning a class on Wednesday, which is going to be on 2nd October. And it's going to be either a Kahoot or an extensive test.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Mishika won't be there. I just recall that, right, Mishika?
Can you do after second and third?
Yeah, I will forward you then the PDF. You can attempt it and forward it to me as well. If it is a Kahoot, then of course we can't help it.
Ma'am, can you ship the Kahoot later? You can take the test, like.
Right, right. That would be fine then. I'll do that. Chalo, see you everyone then. Let's vacate. Namaskar.
Namaskar, ma'am.
Namaskar, ma'am.